Maeve,
Madison, hi.
Queen, I haven't seen you in so
It's
long.
been a minute. How are you?
I've been good. How are you?
I'm doing well. I miss you.
I miss you too. Oh my
Remember when this
God.
was literally like in person and life was normal?
I do.
Sad.
Miss,
How have you
miss that.
been? What have you been doing?
I've been good. I've been chilling. Sorry that my mouth is like blue-eyed shade and that's
Oh no,
anymore.
you're good.
Um, I've been good. I've been just chilling. How have you been?
Good. I mean, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I've been stoked for this interview. It's like one of the highlights of my school year so far. I
Yeah,
mean, I've been like such a crazy fan. Like, I love you.
I
So
love you. Stop it. No, you're not.
let's just get into it, all right?
Okay.
So, you know me. Remember the first time I met you, I was like, I've been around since the Bruno Mars mashup. Like,
I
I'm a
do.
trip,
I
you
do
know.
remember this. I do.
So, I've always, I think, like a follow up question to that question that I asked you when I met you was
Mhm.
basically like, what inspired you to start making music? Like, I just want to know where it all came from because you're just from New York. You're not
Yeah.
born in LA or anything where the music industry is so prevalent.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to know any inspo.
I mean, I just always was singing. Like, my entire life, music has just been, like, the through line, and I feel like I just always gravitated towards music. My mom was actually sending me, like, yesterday or the day before, she was sending me old, like, clippings she has from when I was in, like,
Oh,
second and third grade when I was,
that's
like,
so cute.
what do you want to be when you grow up? And, like, every single time they asked me, it was always a singer. And it made me, like, all
Stop.
emotional because I was, like, little me had no idea that I actually would, like, go on to do it. And I've just always been singing, and I've just always wanted to like do it professionally, and it just always
Yeah.
felt like the right thing for me. And yeah, I don't know. I've just always had like this really powerful connection to music. So being involved in it, and I never thought on this scale would be what it is, but I
Totally.
always knew that I wanted to sing professionally.
I mean, that just goes to show if you put your mind to something, and you're, as a fan, I know you're extremely hardworking.
Oh, thank
So,
you.
literally, you're amazing.
Oh,
But I just really want to talk about what's at the front of everyone's mind your upcoming album, Life Support.
thank
I know
you.
I'm so excited. The singles that you've dropped are literally blasting throughout my college apartment all the time. And
Thank
not
you.
just because they know that I'm me and I love you, but they're obsessed like, equally as well.
Oh,
So I
thanks.
just want to know what you're most excited about with life support.
Yeah, I'm just excited to finally, like, get my story out the way that I want it to be told. I feel like my story's kind of been told for me a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
time, so I'm excited to finally, like, get my narrative out there and, release something that I just have worked so hard on. And also, I'm excited to, like, keep putting music out. I feel like this
Yeah,
album
totally.
is, like, the starting point of, like, releasing a lot of stuff, and I'm just pumped to, like, start that because I want to be consistently releasing music. I have a lot of
Yeah,
music that
totally.
I am holding on to, so
Yeah,
I
wait, I
can get an
watched
album.
that thing you did. I think it was on Apple Music, and you were talking about Baby, and you already said you're working on your other album now.
Yeah, we
You're
had finished
insane. Well,
we
you're amazing,
finished
but
thank you, I love you. We finished the first album like a long time ago, honestly, and then we started album 2 like 3 4 months ago, and yeah, we've just been working
cool.
on it since then, and we already have a few songs for album 2, and it's super
That's so
exciting.
sick.
Yeah.
Oh, yay. Wait, and then this is like a personal question, but what's your favorite line of Baby? Because I have to admit mine is I'm a handful, but that's what hands are for. That play on
I
words.
would
Amazing.
thank you. I would say that's probably my favorite too, because I feel like it also is like saying I am who I am, and I'm like unapologetically who I am, and I
Of
just
course,
like
yeah.
that like metaphor, and so I think that's also my favorite.
Ah,
That's my
okay,
favorite.
twins. And I know during COVID, it's been like really weird, obviously, with no social gatherings, and I'm pretty sure you're supposed to be on tour, right?
I am supposed to be on tour,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And like probably doing festivals and stuff like that. But like
Yep.
now let's just reminisce since we can't do that physically. I want to know like what's the best part about touring and if you have any fun, crazy stories.
Yeah, the best part about touring is probably seeing like my new fans in new cities. I
Mm-hmm.
love meeting them and just being able to perform. And I don't know, I just love tour life. Like I always say, if I could be on tour every day of the year, I definitely would be. I have no problem with like leaving my house for that long. Like I just love being on tour. So,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I mean, I just love getting out there, and it's just like really fulfilling to hear, a bunch of people sing your lyrics back to you, and just it's just a really fun, awesome process, and I just love touring so much. And it's just like also singing your song live, going from making it in the studio to like singing it live is definitely really like it's great.
100%. I
Yeah.
remember the first time I ever saw you live when I met you, I was actually blown away because
Mhm.
I feel like a few artists that are truly better live, and you're 100% one of them. Like,
Oh,
you are
that's so
so
sweet.
amazing. It was
Thank
great. I
you.
was with my friend Charlotte, and I was like, wait, dude, she's actually better live. Like, how is this even possible? And we
You're
were in
so
that
sweet.
small room, remember? Like, it was so low pressure. Like, you were
Yeah,
just, it was amazing. But I
you're
mean, even
amazing.
though touring hasn't been able to happen, unfortunately, you have been keeping yourself busy. And I
Mhm.
know you just dropped the Morphe collection.
Mhm.
And I want to ask some questions about that. Like, how did you design it? And any inspiration came from anywhere else? Because I know you're on, I remember like seeing things that you've posted on Instagram before, like your
Mhm.
makeup is such like a highlight and people comment and talk about your makeup all the time. So I wanted to know
Mhm.
if you had any of that inspiration into the Morphe collab.
Yeah, I've always loved makeup. I've been a huge fan, like just of playing with makeup and stuff. But I also like was always running into this problem where whenever I was traveling, which obviously I travel a lot, I was
Yeah.
like packing 7 palettes that all had like one shade in them that I wanted to
Yeah.
use. And so I just was like,
Yes.
I need to make something that I can just like bring, which is the only thing I ever need. And I knew I wanted to do it, and partnering with Morphe was the perfect thing to do and the perfect way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
And they really let me have creative control. They like looked
Oh,
at,
that's
I literally
amazing.
brought in like all the palettes that I usually use, and I was like, I like this and this and this and this. And it's just like a very the whole collection is really great because it literally you can use it like daytime, nighttime. You can make
Yeah.
so many different looks with I've seen so many people tagging me in different looks. Some people do like really
I know the
pretty
stuff
like
on TikTok is amazing. I
yeah,
watch
like
those
people
all the
make
time.
such sick eye looks with like the
Yes.
really
No,
dark
people are so
purple
talented.
shades. I know it's insane. And I just like I
Hmm.
don't know, I love seeing it and I'm just really glad that it's out and I literally use it every single day like no joke.
Oh my, wait, so can you give us any more makeup tutorials using it? I
Yes,
would
I
die.
totally have to. I have to because
Yes,
I
I know,
do like a very
please.
distinct look with the makeup palette.
Oh,
So
okay, sick. I love that.
yes, so I got it.
And I know this is a little teaser. I know you love giving teasers, but will you be doing any more collabs or collections in the future?
As of now, we actually don't have like anything on the horizon I can even talk about. But like,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, definitely. I mean, I just want to keep doing a bunch of stuff. I'm dropping my merch very soon. I'm just
Yes, I
doing a
love
bunch
like
of
the
stuff.
galactic theme.
Mhm.
Amazing. You're
Mhm.
all about like astrology, Pisces sisters. I hate
Yeah.
that I know that, but I know
I
it.
love that you know that. You're a Pisces too.
I'm sorry.
You're a Pisces too.
Oh yes, March
Oh my god,
16th.
did we discuss that? That's
Yeah.
amazing.
I think we did just we talked about so much.
Yeah, we did talk about so much. I
It
love
was
that.
amazing.
I love
But
that.
on another note, so
Mhm.
I wanted to ask if you've been doing anything different during quarantine and like I know my day has changed a lot personally since this
Mhm.
has all begun. And I remember back in like it was early, like April or May or something, you would
Yeah.
go like live on TikTok and talk about how you taught yourself French, which is amazing.
Slightly.
Like, of
Yeah.
course, such
Not
like
fluently, but
I mean,
slight
okay, better than
conversational
what I
French.
did.
Conversational French, I'd say.
But yeah, I want to know like anything else you've been doing to occupy yourself.
Yeah, I've been I've just been trying to, keep up on my mental health work. I've been trying to stay like really sharp on that and
Mm-hmm.
when I've felt myself falling back into, you know, a dark place of any kind, I just try to like be aware of it and get myself out hopefully and um yeah, I mean, I've been doing a lot of mental health workbooks. I try to do them every single night no matter
Oh,
what.
that's great. Like
Yeah, they're really
coloring.
kind of, yeah, they're like journals. Like they're kind of prompts that will ask you like, when's the last time you felt like, you weren't being seen or you weren't heard or you
Oh,
weren't da da
I
da.
love
And you'll write
that.
about your experience. Then it'll be okay. Well, how are you going to make sure that doesn't happen again? Or it'll say, what are 3 boundaries that you've set for yourself this week that have made you feel good? Like they're just really like positive workbooks that I think are great. I would recommend everyone try to get some.
Yeah, for
They're like
sure.
self-help workbooks and they're really really great.
Cool. Yeah, no, I definitely have taken up journaling too. I mean, I wish I knew about the prompts because that's a lot more helpful than just like free writing sometimes.
Yeah.
But I've also taken up like yoga and just like overall mindfulness. And like you said,
Great.
working on my mental health, which has been, it's like a silver lining, you know, because
Totally.
a lot of the times, like when quarantine wasn't a thing, we are just go, go, go. And like we have
Hmm.
no time to ourselves and to really take a step back and like think about our feelings.
Right.
And I know you are probably, as an artist, one of the most, like one of the greatest advocates for mental
Oh,
health. And you
thank
always
you.
post like that DSL anxiety
Yeah.
Instagram. Like I've followed that since you posted it. Like you're
Yeah.
using your platform for a really positive thing, which is amazing, and not many
Thank
people do
you.
that.
I
So
appreciate it.
I just want to know, like, do you see yourself working more with mental health in the future?
Yeah, definitely. I want to like, tell my story and speak about a lot of things. I feel like I've only scratched the surface with what I really want to talk about, but there's a lot that I want to discuss and a lot of topics I feel are really important and things that don't get spoken about enough. So,
Yeah,
yeah, I definitely
totally.
want to continue to use my platform because it's something that I'm really genuinely passionate about. I talk about it in my, real life all the time. So, I just want to keep up the conversation online as much as I can.
Totally. And like your songs are mental health like checks for me, honestly, because
Oh, thank you.
you you release a song like Selfish that just makes me feel okay with just like crying like all the all time oh excuse me all day.
Yeah.
And like you also release a song like Baby where it's like bad bitch anthem, and like
Yeah.
I'm here to, you know,
I'm so glad. Well, that's the thing is I want like the duality. I want people to be able to know that
yeah,
they can
you
cry
meet
all
that
day.
bridge like amazingly. Don't
Someone
worry.
said, Madison, you sound sick. Are you good? I actually am sick. I'm always sick. So what
Oh
else is new? I'm
no.
getting over a really bad cold right now, though. I was like,
Not COVID
not
or
really
just a
bad,
cold?
just a cold,
Just a
thankfully.
cold. Oh,
Yeah, I
good.
got tested yesterday, and I was like,
Oh, good. I'm
I'm
glad
feeling
you've stayed
good.
healthy.
Yeah, no, it's just been tough, obviously, because everyone's like starting to kind of like go to restaurants again and like wear their
Yeah,
masks, but like,
totally.
it's kind of something that it still is scary to think about, like touching an elevator button and like you don't know what you can sanitize and whatever as much as you want. But I've tried to get tested weekly. I've been luckily like able to get tested weekly. I'm getting tested again on Wednesday actually, but I get sick a lot. So whenever I get a cold, I'm like, I need to
Yeah, you're like,
get
is this COVID
tested.
or a cold?
Yeah, so
That's
I got
so
tested
funny.
yesterday, came back negative, thankfully, but I get like head colds all the time. And so, yeah, I do have a head cold right now. Thanks, guys. But what I was saying was, yeah, like, I just really want people to have this duality of like, like, I want you to cry all day. And then at night, when you feel a little bit better, you can put Baby on and you could be like, I'm still that bitch at the end of the
Yeah.
day. You know what I mean? Like, I just kind of want that to be like how people like I just if on a fucking sorry I shouldn't curse so much. If on a Tuesday
You
you're
know,
like I want to cry
I'm
all
glad not
day,
to.
I want to be miserable and cry and just feel my feelings. That's totally fine. But if you want to also just like feel like a baddie, like that's great too. And
Yes.
I want people to do all of the above because that's what life is really. It's not anything. It's just one beat.
Yeah, totally. And like, you're so good at owning your emotions and feelings through your song. Like you just said, like you can be a baddie one sec and then
Hmm.
like be a little down on yourself another. But you don't always need to be this like extremely positive or negative person. Like you can have like life is roller coaster. Like
Yeah,
that's all it is. And I feel like that
exactly.
is really displayed in your music. So you do an amazing job of being like relatable and real, honestly.
I
Cuz like
appreciate that. Thank
we're the
you.
same age. Like you go through, of course, other circumstances that I will never go through, but we have like heartbreak, we have just real life that we
Yeah,
go through and experience, and your music is really telling that
thank you.
you just experience the same things as we do too.
I
So,
appreciate. Well, yeah. I mean, we're all human at the end of the day, and it doesn't
yeah,
matter where you come from, what you do. It's
of course.
life experiences happen to all of us, and I just want to make music that is true to me and that can hopefully help some people out in any way because it's why I do what I do. It's why I want to do what I do.
Totally. And just like echoing off that, is there any like sort of advice that you would give me, your fans, or just I know so many college male and female. Yes, I'm talking to you, all the boys who are watching this, who very much idolize you, and you are an inspiration to them. So I just want to
Thank
know
you.
if you have any general advice to staying like true to yourself in this very difficult time that we are in.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I mean, I would just say take it day by day, and I don't think that anything is like defined. And if you feel like it's the same with the music, if you feel like you want to just like, feel your feelings and be confused and be upset, that's totally valid and that's okay. But
Totally.
uh, if you also want to like, pick your head up and try to, put a happy face on for the day, then do that too. And I just feel like taking things one step at a time and day by day is super
Totally.
important. And that's like my biggest piece of advice I always tell everybody is like you don't put too much pressure on yourself and just try to, just be positive when you can. And if you have to kind of like let it all out, you're also totally valid in doing so.
Yeah, of course. Okay, well, I know you're sick, so I won't keep you for long, but I just wanted to say that I love you and I miss you. I hope
I
you feel
love
better soon.
Thank you, babe. I'm
And
totally fine. I'm chilling.
I really hope that we get to see each other again soon when
I know,
everything's normal and
100%.
safe
You're such
because,
a sweetheart.
no, I love you. You're
Missed you.
amazing.
So happy to see your
I
fucking
know, me
face.
too. Bae.
Thank you so much. You're such an angel. Love you. And I will
Love
see
you
you
too.
soon.
Yes.
Bye,
Okay.
Queen.
Bye.
Bye. Hi.
Hi.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Oh my gosh, I love your hat. Oh my
Oh, thank you.
god. How are you? How have you been?
I'm good. I'm chilling. Just trying to stay
Good.
safe. What about you?
Yeah, no, me too. It's definitely been crazy, but good, good crazy, I feel like. Oh, you've been staying busy, everything closed and
Yeah.
going on.
Yeah, I've still been able to like do a lot of work from home, which has been good. But obviously, like not being able to tour and stuff has been tough. But been
I
good.
bet. Okay, well, I just wanted to say we are so excited that you're hopping on here. Like, thank you so, so, so much. Like, we've been looking forward to this for so long. But I just want to ask you a couple questions. I'll just hop right into it. So what's been your inspiration for your upcoming album, Life Support? I'm so excited.
Well, thank you. There's been a lot of inspiration. It's actually been done for a while now. It was supposed to come out in March, which is a bummer, but it's been done for a minute, and I'm just super excited to get it out. I went through like a really crazy roller coaster of a year and was able to like channel it in my music, and just I'm excited to just get it out finally. And yeah, it's just a story pretty much. So
Yeah.
just want to get it out because it's like a period piece, kind of like it really encapsulates a time in my life that I want to just get out. So yeah.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for you. I cannot wait to hear it. Do you have any favorite songs? Speak of your favorite songs on the album.
Yeah, so we have three songs out now that I mean like I think Baby is definitely one of my favorites, but
Yeah.
there's one called Effortlessly that's on the album that I really love. I mean, they're all like my favorites. My fans love this one called Follow the White Rabbit that I've teased a bunch. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's just like I've teased almost every song on the album for them, so they know a
Mhm.
majority of them. But I don't know, they're all like my kids, so I can't really
Yeah.
pick a favorite. I love them all.
Do any have any like special sentimental value or anything like that, or are they all?
Yeah, I think Selfish probably holds like the most value to me because that was like the first song that we wrote that was really emotional and honest and real. And so that one was a big moment for me. So yeah, I think Selfish probably holds the most value. Like it's the most personal song. That and Effortlessly. It's just hard for me to like talk about the ones that aren't out, obviously, because no one can be like, oh yeah, we get it. But
Right.
yeah, that and Effortlessly, I would say are the two that I'm like the most proud of and I feel the most connected
Yeah.
to. You know.
Wait, so you were saying you like your album kind of like tells a story, so you kind of
Mhm.
from the teases, I've noticed like you kind of touch on mental health and obviously, telling that story. What made you like want to go that direction, going from like, hurts like hell or something like that? What made you go kind of more in that direction?
Right, yeah. I mean, like, I kind of had this realization where I was going through not only a breakup, but I was going through just like mentally on my own a tough time. And so I felt kind of like I'm very close with my fans. I have a really close relationship with them. And so for me, I was like singing songs like Home with You or Hurts Like Hell or whatever, which are very like bad bitch anthems to like empower and whatnot. And then I was going home at night and like crying my eyes out, and I was miserable. So I just was like, I want to tell the story like in real time, like what's actually going on. And as much as I am like I want to empower women, I also want to like be transparent, and I want to make sure that anyone knows that, like, you know, whether you're going through a breakup or a hard time mentally, like there's always going to be ups and downs. And so that was just really important for me to like encapsulate. I just didn't want it to be so like one beat anymore. I want it to be like, no, like it's, you know,
Yeah.
it's a roller coaster.
Yes, I'm so excited to see that just new side of you. I've just heard, little bits and pieces, and I already just can't wait. Like, as a female artist, I feel like you're just so inspiring just for so many women. And I'm
Thank you
sure
so much.
that comes with so many challenges, can't even imagine. So, like, what are some challenges that you face as a female artist? Being able to tell your story, and, has that been hard? Has it been easy? It kind of comes.
Yeah, it's definitely been like an up and down. It's been like also a big journey of finding myself and being able to be confident enough to like put my foot down and want to speak up about things I feel are important. I think being a female in general, it's not that easy to like stand up to a bunch of like powerful men, for example. So it was just about like learning my confidence and like knowing my worth. And so I just kind of started to like recognize that and realize that, which I think helped me tremendously. And it helped me be able to like, you know, tell my story the way that I want it to be told and not let anyone else control my narrative. And
Yeah.
um, yeah, it's just been like a journey of like figuring out who I am and standing by it.
Yeah, and do you feel like this album has really, helped you overcome challenges, like overcome, being able to get your voice out? Like, do you feel like this album really is going to show that real side of you?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think that this album was able to like, first of all, like pull me out of a really dark place, and now hopefully I can help and heal some people with my music, which means the world to me. And yeah, it definitely helped me tremendously for sure. I was like very stuck, I would say, and this helped me like just creating the music helped me really like get out, and it was really beneficial for me.
Oh my gosh, that's so I don't really know anything about writing music and how all that works. So I just wanted to ask you, for these more meaningful songs on your album, just kind of like how do you put them together? Like how do you write these songs? Do you start with lyrics or a melody? Like kind of how do you formulate these songs with like getting your whole message out, but also making it sound amazing? Just
Yeah.
you know,
No, every
curious.
song's really different, I think. Like I have songs that I go in with a concept that I'm like I really want to write about this today, and then I have songs that I go in where I'm like I have a really cool idea for a beat, and like every single song is different. Like Selfish, for example, we started with the concept and we started with the lyrics, and then we went in, and then with like Baby we fully had the beat done, and then that's like when we started writing. So every song is super different. It's just like I don't know, whatever I feel connected to first is what I go
Yeah,
for.
that's crazy. It's so crazy how everyone is so different. To us, it just sounds good. No, but so I'm sure it's like it's definitely crazy.
Thank you.
Is there anything you're kind of doing right now with, the current state of the world and everything going on to kind of just cope and keep yourself keep yourself healthy, and just, yourself mentally healthy?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I feel like I obviously like I think quarantine kind of was like a blessing in disguise in regards of like I kind of was never given a lot of time to be alone with myself and face certain things and whatnot. And so I think that I like really figured a lot of my mental health stuff out, and I'm really glad that I was able to do that. And now I'm just like keeping up with it because I think a lot of the times what'll happen is someone will go through something and then they'll
Yeah.
once they're better, they're going to stop keeping up with the like practice. And I truly believe that it's really important, even if you feel 100% to like still check in with yourself. And I mean, I've been
Yeah.
doing like a lot of workbooks and like they're literally like on Amazon and stuff. Like you can go find them
Gosh.
wherever. It's just like mental health workbooks. If you just type that in and like go look at stuff, like I do like a lot of recovery workbooks. And I don't know, I just try to like keep a check on myself and like journal and talk
Gosh.
to myself as much as I can.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love that you said being a disguise. I think for so many of us, it's always like go, go, go. And,
Yeah.
it sucks that it's closed and everything, people are struggling. But at the same time, it's so nice to have that, time with yourself. That's amazing. Have you done anything like besides the workbooks? Like, have you done anything crazy or like special during quarantine, that you take up any new skills or anything that, you
I
normally?
started learning. I started learning French a little bit, and now I'm like I can kind of speak French.
Oh,
But yeah, that
oh,
was my big quarantine journey.
oh my gosh. No, that's amazing. No, people have, like
Yeah.
taken sports. Yeah. No, that's amazing. Do you have any advice
for college students in general, just like anything, like staying for themselves or just like right now, kind of how to get through this and be positive, just any advice that you have? Because I know all the girls on here are like so excited that you're here.
Oh, thank you. I mean, the only advice I could really give is probably just not to like try not to get too down on yourself. I think that like it's important. I personally am someone who believes that it's important to not fill yourself with like false positivity, but at the same time, like, you know, not getting too down and like trying to look on the bright side is also very important. I think that if we're like healthy and able to have this conversation, then we're some of the lucky ones.
Yeah,
And I just think that like, but it also is important. Like, you guys are in college. Like, this is a really important few years of your life, and it could be a very emotional and confusing thing to like not have it be exactly how you thought it was going to be. And that's like
right.
completely valid. And I think not invalidating those feelings is really important. And also like just being able to be like, yeah, I am, this is weird and this is confusing, and like I'm allowed to wake up in the morning and like cry per se and like feel weird, and that's fine. And I just think a lot of people I've seen be like, you have to keep like really positive and like not be upset. And I'm like, no, you're allowed to be upset and you're allowed to be
Oh my
confused
God.
and like, so I don't know, I would just say like take it day by day and try to just like keep a positive outlook, but also it's totally fine if you crumble. Like, it's normal. We're all
Oh my God.
confused right now.
I feel like girls especially really need to hear that. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You look like you're enjoying the weather right now outside. Is it
Yeah,
nice?
it's super nice out. It's really
Oh my
nice.
gosh. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. Well, okay, thank you so much for answering questions and here. Like seriously, we've been looking forward to this all week and you're so nice. So we
Oh,
excited for life support. Like all of us have been, on repeat. Baby's been on repeat at my house for a very long time.
thank you. That means so much to me.
Of course, of course. Is there anything else that you would like to say, or you have anything? I want to hear some French if you can.
Oh my god. I can't off top. I'm so bad. I don't even know what to say. Oh my god. Je t'aime. That's all I'll say. That means I love you.
Thank
It's the best. It's the best I got
more.
for you.
All right.
But
Well, thank you so much for
of course.
literally highlight of my day, highlight of my month.
You're
So
so cute. Thank you. It was so nice meeting you. Hopefully, I'll see
yeah,
you in person someday, and stay safe and tell your whole sorority I say hi. Or if they're all watching, hi, and love you guys. And yeah,
yeah.
thank you for having me. You're such a doll.
Oh my. All right. Well, have a great rest of your day. We are so.
Bye, love. I'll see you
Bye.
soon. Bye,
See
guys.
you.